Guys, we finally have the fan-made Italian operators.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma.
Hey everyone, I recently announced the third winner of my $50 giveaway for the month of May. Now it's time to do the month of June. To enter in the giveaway, make sure you guys hit the subscribe, make sure the notifications are enabled, and then hit the like button. Then click here on the share and share to different social media of yours for more entries, and just leave a comment and then click on the giveaway link you want below. Good luck, guys. So a lot of fans been hoping Ubisoft announce Italian operators, and unfortunately it didn't come out this year, and people are hoping they get announced the third year in year 3. Roger B and his team made a fan-made version of the Italian operators. They're the same team that made the Hungarian operators as well. If you guys want to check out the Hungarian after this, I'll put an end screen as well as a description below for you guys to check out. Welcome to Operation Dark Storm. As you can see, it's in a shopping mall outlet, a very crowded area. So assuming the past DLCs, of course there won't be people in it, but it'll probably be a chaos mess, as if people ran for their lives outside. So there was like a little mob, so things might be all over the floor, and you can see like shoes and slippers on the ground that, you know, people fell over or lost their shoe. So let's go ahead and get into the operators. So here we have as Savio, the attacker, and Rapida, the defender. Sorry if I said it wrong or pronounced it wrong or accented it wrong. I don't speak the language. But here we go. So you have Savio, looks like he's more the techie side, and Rapida has something with the foot. Like there was visible footprints, and now it kind of disappeared. The male is on the attack, and the female is on the defense. Let's start from left to right. Savio, his real name is Luigi De Luca. His date of birth is July 12th, 1980, same month as me. His height is 1.81 meters and weighs 91 kilograms. His birthplace is in Milano. Let's talk about his unique ability. Savio has a drone that has 3 shots to tag enemies with a small tracking device. Red marker will now move with enemies in 10 seconds. Savio has 2 special drones. So he has 2 drones, and each of them have 3 shots to tag someone? Okay. His primary weapons are the Benelli M1, Scar H, and M4 carbine. His secondary is a Beretta 92FS or a Glock 17. His 2 gadgets are the stun grenade, the breach charge. He's a 2-speed, 2-armor operator. Moving on to the female defender, we got Rapida. Her name is Leah Rossi. Date of birth is December 23rd, 1982. She is 1.7 meters tall and weighs 70 kilograms. She was born in Venice. I absolutely love Venice. Been there before. My favorite place in Italy. Rapida has a little sensor trap. She can install these traps on doors and windows. When an attacker operator goes through the door or window, he or she will be spotted. The defender will see red marker. Rapida has 4 sensor trap, and she can install only once a sensor trap. The way it's worded is a little bit confusing to me, so I'm going to interpret what her ability is. So I'm assuming she can place a trap on a door and a window similar to the size of a Captain trap, so both defenders and attackers can see there's a trap on the door so they can disable it. Now, let's say they don't disable it. Any attackers that walk through the door or window, there'll be a red ping on them as if they've been spotted. Only the defenders can see that ping. Now, this is the confusing part. She can only install once a sensor trap. I'm assuming that she can only put the trap on a door or window once. I am not sure I'm interpreting that correctly. It wouldn't make sense if you can only put a trap on the same door or window once. Because why can't you re-put it like a broken barricade it back up and put a new trap there? Captain can do it. I don't see a reason why. So I'm assuming she can only put it down once and can't pick it back up, or once it's destroyed she loses a sensor because she has 4 total. I'll go with that interpretation. She has a Benelli M1 and a Steyr TMP. Hopefully I said that right. Her secondary is a Beretta 92FS or a Glock 17. Her two gadgets are impact grenade and barbed wire. She's a fast operator with 3 speed and 1 armor. Let's go ahead and talk about what these abilities mean to the current meta of the game or the current state of the game. So Savio's ability is very similar to Jackal, however it's a little bit more passive than Jackal, where he has a drone and can tag enemies, and every 10 seconds there's a new ping on it, similar to Jackal abilities once he tracks somebody. I believe they are both 2-speed operators, so the speed won't make a difference. I guess this would benefit a person if they're more in a safe spot, and on drone where they have to be in a safe spot to use it, where Jackal is constantly moving to track somebody. And I assume it has 3 charges similar to Jackal. So I'm not sure if this a unique abilities is needed in the game since we have Jackal, but you can say, hey, we have Habana and Thermite and they both do similar things, but their abilities are still unique to itself. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is a needed operator if we already have Jackal, or they both offer 2 different playstyle in games and different guns? Let's go ahead and move on to Rapita. Her ability is more of a passive ability similar to Capkin, where once someone goes through the entryway, she has an automatic mark on them. So it's more information to the game, and I'm always open to having more information, whether it's on attack or defense, to use your strategy and knowing where an enemy position is. The map will be Shopping Center. The new Shopping Center is available for all players, and it has 2 new Italians, GIS operator, 1 new map, and 1 new game mode. We'll go ahead and talk about the game mode after this one. But here is the shopping center, and you can see there's a little crack on the top left. So I'm assuming terrorists or someone infiltrated a shopping center and causes mass chaos. The thing about this is usually terrorists would target big populated area and cause massive destruction. There is no real strategic play here to take over a shopping center unless you want a bunch of hostages, but I don't think terrorists want hostages. They just want to do mass chaos and carnage. So I'm assuming there has to be some other reason for this map to exist, but I assume that something happened, a lot of people are going to evacuate, and it's going to be a mess, and basically the special forces is going to have to go in and recapture this shopping center. Tell me what you guys think about this. Would you guys like a shopping center map? Here is their idea of a new game mode called Lights Off. For the game arrived a new game mode of Lights Off. You can play in all maps in night without lights and other lamps, but players can use night vision, or you can equip a light on your weapon. You can turn on and off these equipments. Bomb defusing, hostage, and secure area are also playable in Lights Off game mode. So it's worded a little bit confusing, so I'm going to guess what they're trying to say here. So there's a new game mode called Lights Off, and you can play in at night, where you can just have night vision only, or you can have weapon light only, or you can do both. Maybe you can have night vision on, or you can have a attachment for a little flashlight on the top right, as you can see there. I think this is pretty interesting, where you can have all the maps at night mode and you use night vision. It's just a different color tint on your screen, so it's harder to see and more difficult to play. Now, the game mode allows both night vision and weapon light or flashlight attachment. The person with the flashlight attachment can kind of blind a person who's using a night vision goggle, so you could use that as a very tactical advantage, or way to attack is just use that to blind people. But I wonder how close of a distance you need to be in order to blind someone. It might penetrate, just give away your position. If it's 2 different game modes, then where you can either do night vision only or weapon light, that's pretty cool. Now, this can't be in the main multiplayer game. I assume this has to be custom match only, similar to realistic. The reason for that is because it seems like this is 2 different game modes, or 1 game mode with choices, and if you do that, you split up the community base. There's a lot of times where matchmaking can take a long time depending on where you live and the region you're in, and where currently players would have to switch different region depending on the time because of lag issue, and as well as how many people are playing at that time on that server. so you can't split up the casual base any further or the ranked base any further. So this is just a unique option on the side. So this is something I thought was cool, is having a Swiss Guard for the season pass holder uniforms. Now I'm not saying it should look exactly like this and this bright and this colorful, but more of a muted color. A fun fact, Michelangelo designed the uniforms, and they actually was thinking about changing these uniforms several years ago, but they want to stick to classic since it was made by Michelangelo. Now the colors would probably not be as stripy, or less stripes or less obvious stripes, and the blue would be darker and the yellow would be darker, more of a muted color, so it fits in line, and somehow some artists will make it look cooler. I talked to Roger and his team if they could make it look cool, and they'll said, yeah, we'll get something drawn up, and I'll make another video showing off their new artwork for the season pass holders. Let me know what you guys think about Operation Dark Storm. If you guys like the new Italian operators, what things should be changed and what things you want to see in the future. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. It's in the description. If you guys can do me a huge favor, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe or like, as well as that share video. Don't forget to check out the other fan-made operators, Australian, Hungarian, etc. It's in the description as well as this outro. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.